There is a need in upstate South Carolina for better access to a well-researched, scientifically supported treatment for suicidal thoughts and behaviors among populations of all ages. One of the ways to do that is through a treatment called dialectical behavior therapy.
And it's been available in a limited way in the community since 2001, but access has been plagued by wait lists and, of course, affordability for some. Today we're joined by Mary Knight, the Executive Director, and Alyssa Jenkins, the Associate Director of Life Worth Living Project. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here.
Yes,
first of all, tell us about the organization and DBT, something that people may have not heard of, and it's been around, but like we said, affordability and different things have limited access.
That's right. I'm going to defer to Alyssa and let her tell you a little about DBT.
Sure. So when we're talking about DBT, we're talking about the comprehensive model of the therapy, which basically is just some very structured components that work together to make the therapy really effective. And so with comprehensive DBT, there's been extensive research over the years that show that DBT can help reduce suicidal behaviors. It can help to reduce hospitalizations related to suicide and self-harm. And so that's important because, you know, an unfortunate realization is that the rates of suicide are happening at a pretty alarming frequency, not just in the US, but in our community. So that's why we're really focused on DBT, because of the evidence that support the idea that it can really tackle this suicide crisis.
Yeah, is it more expensive than like traditional measures, or because the affordability being one of the key markers of not being able to access it?
Yeah, it is more expensive. I'll let Mary kind of share a little more about that accessibility piece. Yeah.
Yes, the thing about DBT, and one thing that I will say that has sort of set the alarm off for us, is that the rates of suicide are increasing in young people, in adolescents and young adults. And so a lot of times we have families with children, adolescents, that really are needing therapy, and it may be a little bit more expensive than what the budget can allow. And DBT is more than just an outpatient visit to a therapist once a week or once every 2 weeks. It has 4 parts of it that are essential in order for it to fit the standard of research. And it takes special training for therapists in order to do it. And so it is more intensive and harder for the therapist and harder for the folks who are in the therapy, but it's what it takes. That's what research shows.
And it has success, which is always important.
Which is all that we want. It's, you know, it's a serious subject, and I'm so glad that, you know, because I had no idea about DBT. I didn't even know that, and so that's kind of like why you're like, we want to bring awareness, because y'all are, you know, with the group, the Life Worth Living Project, that kind of, you know, started around, what, 2022, but really kicked off in 25, so you're still a new organization.
We are, and this is a nonprofit organization. Alyssa and I are both trained in dialectical behavior therapy and have been doing dialectical behavior therapy in the community, but there are so few of us that people are having to stay on wait lists to get in. And unfortunately, when you have people in your family that are suicidal off and on, or maybe chronically, you don't want to be on a wait list.
You don't want to wait. I can't imagine being like, I've got the help right here. As soon as, you know, we get a spot, you can come in. I mean, that would be so hard for families.
It is very hard, and that's something that we realized because some invested community members came to us and said, this is great therapy, it has helped our family and people that we know, but why did we have to stay on a wait list? Can we help solve that problem? And that was the beginning of the work that we did. We partnered with these invested community members to figure out, why did they have to stay on a wait list, and is there something that can be done about it? And so one of the things is to let people know that it's out there.
Right.
Because if you don't know that it's available, then you're not going to pursue it. And so just to get it more well known, to also put money toward getting therapists trained and working in a team to deliver the service, so that there are more people actually offering comprehensive DBT in the upstate community, and also subsidizing treatment for families where it's a financial hardship to be able to do the therapy. And so we've started doing those things.
And one of those things is the Tiles event. We're going to put that information
Yes.
up on the screen. So if you enjoy playing Mahjong, if you would like to learn how to play Mahjong, we get a lesson and then you get some open play. This is happening April 18th
That's right.
at Flywheel. So just a kind of a fun way to get people involved, you know, raise some money, but more importantly, raise the awareness about it.
That's right, exactly.
And they can always go to your website to find out more information about the organization, and we'll put that on the Life Worth Living Project.org is where you can find out more information. And of course, if you or someone you know has suicidal thoughts, be sure to call the suicide prevention line at 988 for more information or to get the help that you need.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Thank you, ladies. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank
all
you.
the
We
work that y'all are
appreciate it.
doing.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
appreciate
guys.
it.